What up, Black and Blue fam? Welcome to the Black and Blue Review, where we break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of police interaction videos to give you a better understanding of what cops do, what they should be doing out there on the streets. My name is Dale, and I'm an actual police officer out here in California with over 25 years experience in the business. I'm joined today, like I am on every Black and Blue Review, by a non-law enforcement member of the community to help us break down today's video. So let's welcome to the Black and Blue Review, my guy, Ruben.
How's it going?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I like the applause. That's cool.
Yeah, man, that's what we do here. We got the fanfare for you.
Nice.
Yeah. We got all these kids back here, and they just cheering for you, man.
Is that legal?
This is what we do.
To have children?
Well, it's children and their parents. They all back
okay.
there. They watching this, man. We got studio audience.
Cool.
How you doing, bro? I appreciate you coming on to the show. Ruben, I got you on there. You are a financial advisor. Tell everybody real quick what you do with that.
I basically, I'm licensed to help people with their financial services, and we go over long-term, mid-term planning. I don't do too much of the short-term planning, but I try to get young people and veterans, because I'm a veteran, to really talk and focus about long-term planning for their future. These are the two areas that I have, in my experience, seen that are definitely lacking with financial education.
That's what's up. And you were a veteran. What service were you in?
I served in the United States Navy from 1990 to 2001. I did counter drug ops, so I've been all over the world. With the exception of Europe, it's the only continent I haven't been able to go to.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, that's what's up, man. Yet. At least in the service you didn't do it. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate your service there, and that's gonna play a key component in your experience of what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you a video, and I want to get your opinion about what you see here as a police interaction video. And our video today comes to us from Okaloosa County, Florida, where a deputy shoots a man answering a door with a gun. So I'll show you a video and let's get your opinion on it, and let's see what we got here.
23-year-old Roger Fortson was killed last weekend. We know that. The Air Force says he was a senior airman deployed with the Special Operations Wing at Hurlburt Field in Florida, and he died at his off-base apartment. A local sheriff's department says a deputy was responding to a disturbance call when he encountered an armed man and shot him. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says that Fortson was on a FaceTime call with a woman. According to Crump, she says that Fortson was alone when someone knocked on the door, but when he asked who was there was no response. After a much more aggressive knock a few minutes later, Fortson checked the peephole but didn't see anyone. And that's when the woman says that he became concerned. He got his gun, which he owned legally. Then deputies burst through that door, saw him with the gun, and fired. According to Crump, the woman said there was no disturbance during her call with Fortson, and she believes deputies went to the wrong apartment.
All right. So based on just that little snippet there, let's get your initial thoughts there. What do you think about what you heard there in that news report?
Well, the first reaction, of course, is just sad to lose a young person over what appears to be a mistake. In the heat of the moment, a lot of things can happen, and you react. The police officers doing their job, what I can imagine, and what they face on a daily basis, they have to be proactive. And if he was in the military, he's also proactive. So he's going to defend himself or be prepared to defend himself. But it's incredibly sad that this happens.
Yeah, it is. And, I don't know if you caught everything that the reporter was saying there. She said that, that the man was on a FaceTime call with his girlfriend. He heard some knocks on the door. He didn't hear or see anything at the door. So he went and got his gun. I guess he was concerned for his safety. And then all of a sudden the officers broke down the door, burst in the door and saw him with the gun and shot him down. And the last thing she also said is that the person who called the sheriff's department said there was really no disturbance there. So yeah, those are sorts of things that the media puts
Wow.
out, and I want to get your thoughts on that.
Well, my experience with the media is that it has been suspect for a long time. Even when I was in the military, there was a couple of boat collisions that I had the opportunity to help investigate. And what was going out on the news in the first 2 to 3 days was just inaccurate.
That's the day and age we live in today. So, luckily a lot of departments are going to body cam videos here, and that's what this segment of Black and Blue Review is about. So let me show you something else here, and then we can talk about that here in the end here, related to this case.
Are they fighting or something?
She was saying that it happens frequently.
Okay.
But this time it sounded like it was getting out of hand.
Okay, which store?
So I'm not sure. 2 weeks ago, I was walking by their apartment, basically, on this side, and I was hearing someone yell, like, "Shut the f*** up, like, you stupid B word," and all this other stuff, and I heard a slap, right after it, but I wasn't sure where it came from.
Okay.
And I couldn't call, I didn't want to call the police, and,
Which room is it?
1401.
1401. Okay.
1401. But the girl sounded scared, the one that called. She was like, "It's getting out of it. It sounds like it's getting really out of hand."
So it's hit number 4, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You mean fair? We stand out there and direct the other deputy that's coming to this area?
It's not, you're going to go to the 4th floor and it's going to be on this side.
Gotcha.
Okay, so right here, let me pause it. The deputy went, he spoke to the young lady who was reporting it, and she said the disturbance was coming from room 1401 or apartment 1401, right? So let's see when he gets to the door here.
I did see 1401.
It's right there. Yeah. 1401, right?
Yes.
So that, the reason I'm saying this is because part of what the family and other people are saying is this deputy is at the wrong place. Okay. He may have been at the wrong place, according to whatever was reported to him, but he's going on good faith. He was told go to, apartment 1401. That's where he's at.
And somebody met him there.
Yeah.
So.
And what he's doing now, he's listening to see if he can hear any disturbance before he knocks on the door. That's what he's doing right now. Lots of birds, though.
Yeah. Florida's got that.
Thought he heard some calls.
Sheriff's office, open the door! Sheriff's office, open the door! Step out. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
So the guy opens the door.
Step out.
Yes.
And I don't know if you could see there in the
There's
guy's,
a gun in his right hand, right?
There's a gun. Let me see if I can, right here. Let me see. So that's what the deputy saw.
He already shot him there?
Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
He shot him
Drop the
multiple
gun!
times.
312, shots fired. Suspect down. Do not move! 312, get EMS my location.
Okay, now seeing what you saw there straight from the deputy's body cam, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that case, it doesn't give you a full view of everything because the angle, right? It might have been better if he would have waited for another person to show. So we had a couple of body cam angles. And how many shots did he shoot?
So there were 5 or 6. He got him in the arm and he got him in the chest, and he later died from the shots, from the injury. So he clearly, and this is a tragic situation all the way around, right?
Right, of course.
Tragic misunderstanding. The man came to the door, like we were saying, he didn't hear the initial knocks, and he heard it again, and he didn't hear the guy say sheriff's office. So
well, he repeated sheriff's office 3 times.
Right.
So
right, but apparently he was in the back on a FaceTime with his girlfriend, so he probably didn't hear the sheriff's office.
mhm.
He just heard the loud knocks. He came to the door, looked through the peephole, didn't see the deputy because the deputy's off to the side. And that was another criticism I heard from some of the family members, is saying, well, he couldn't see him. Well, we as police officers, we aren't taught to stand right in front of the doorway,
Yeah.
because what do criminals like to do? They like to shoot through the
shoot,
door. And,
yeah.
and where are you standing? Right in front of the door, you could get hit.
Right.
So we like to stand to the side. So, yeah,
And I
he
agree
did-
with that. Although that can be critiqued all day long, a police officer's point of view is immediate. They have to ascertain information and react to that information for their own safety and for the safety of the public. Now, of course, there's justified and not justified shootings. I get it. But they have to make split-second decisions in that moment. We have to give at least that kind of factor to them, because they see it every day.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that it was justified. I don't have all the info, but
what do you think if the deputy saw what he saw? He opened the door, and the guy had a gun in his hand. And remember what the reporting party told him, that there's been a disturbance. There was a girl getting
Right.
slapped around in room 1401. That's why he stopped to listen at the door. He didn't hear anything, but when the guy finally did answer the door, he had a gun in his hand.
yeah. And I don't know, because I've never been trained in your job.
Yeah.
So I can't intellectually speak on how or what he should have done. I can just say that it was tragic, and I think he did his job. He knocked on the door 3 different times, yelled sheriff's department, and if that person didn't see someone in the peephole, I didn't hear him at all say, "Who is it again?" Before he opened the door, I didn't
Right.
hear any of that. So I don't know if
Right.
that was muted or not, but I didn't hear
that
him.
never came. Yeah, that never came out that he did say that or not. But the deputy did 2 times say sheriff's office. So maybe that last time he did hear.
But
him
what I'm
say,
saying
hey,
is
you know,
that
who
the
is it? So,
person, I don't open the door either, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a responsible gun owner. But if I can't see what's happening, I'm not going to open the door yet until,
Right.
Can you positively ID yourself, or at least go into the peephole so I can see who you are? Have a conversation before you even open the door.
Yep.
Because if it's a police officer, and this is how I've conducted my whole life, and up until now, knock on wood, it's kept me alive. I get pulled over, I roll down all the windows, I put my hands to 10 and 2, right? Just out of respect for them and for me, trying to keep everybody safe. And sometimes they say, "Hey, you don't have to do that." I go, "I know I don't have to do that, but I know you got to deal with stuff, and so do I, and I'd rather just do it by the book." The same thing answering the door. I don't answer the door. I don't answer the phone anymore either, because a lot of times I don't even know who it is. But you have to be a responsible person. And he was in the military. The rules of deadly force, he knows them. We don't get out of boot camp without knowing the rules of deadly force.
Yes.
Right? So we also have to take that into account. It's not only always poor victim. I was in the military, and I'm very cautious.
Yep.
He didn't seem to.
Yes, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, because if he thought someone's at the door there ready to jack him, rob him, home invade his house, and that's why he got his gun. Okay, but then on the other hand, he should have been a little bit more cautious. Look through the peephole a little bit longer, see if he can look through another window, call out, what have you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want to blame the victim in this, but it appeared totally justified. I've heard people critiquing the deputy, saying that the guy, yes, he had a gun in his hand, which he was legally able to possess. in his own house, which is true. Might not be the smartest thing to go to the door when the cops are knocking with a gun in your hand. And yes, he did not shoot or pose any threat to the deputy. If I run it back, the gun is facing down, and at one point he even had his hand up. But deputies, law enforcement, we're not obligated to get shot at first before we shoot.
Amen.
Yep.
Is there any reason why he didn't wait for? Because he said to the lady, another deputy is coming.
Yeah.
Is
Now
there
that's the only thing I can critique. Sheriff's departments are usually a little bit different. He did have backup on the way, but the thing out here that we say in a lot of sheriff's offices is that their backup usually isn't that close, as opposed to I work for a police department, and our backup we always go 2 to a call, at least, sometimes 3 to a call, depending on whatever dispatch has in their system. 3 officer minimum, 4 officer minimum to this particular call, because we've had problems in the past with them. But maybe he should have waited for his backup. I don't know if that would have changed anything,
right?
Because again, dude came to the door with a gun, and like I said, by all accounts, he was a good kid. It's just tragic all the way around. But unfortunately, it's gonna be justified, and I don't know how that's gonna sit with the family. I'm sure they're not gonna be too happy with that. But like I said, it's tragic. Hey, Ruben. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on and lending your opinion to this really difficult and tragic video we saw here. Yeah, like I said, it's something that maybe anyone watching this can learn from. Maybe someone in the future, if this happens to them, they'll know, hey, maybe I shouldn't go to the door with a gun, or if I think it really is somebody meaning to do me or my family harm, call 911, right?
Amen. Another thing, they said that the deputy broke in the door. I didn't see that at all.
No,
he didn't break into nothing. So yeah, that was, I just remembered that they said.
Another thing the media does, right?
Right, exactly. They bursted down the door.
No. All right, man. Hey, yeah.
Thank you for letting me be part of this. I hope somebody gets value from it.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. And keep up the good work there with the financial advising for veterans and anybody else that needs the help, right?
Amen. Yes. Especially young people. Plan now.
Because retirement will be here before you know it.
Before you know it. Didn't we just graduate high school? It seemed like yesterday.
Hey, it was for me. I don't know about you. But...
Yeah, right.
All right, Ruben, you take care, man. Good talking to you.
All right. Thank you.